2 days later, I didn't hear from him. That's the day he was supposed to do the job. I called him and called him. He didn't pick his calls. He didn't reply my messages, nothing. 2 days later, I didn't hear from him. Then one day, I was shocked to hear from someone, from another friend who is close to my best friend, that she has passed on.
Hmm.
I was like, how? Then the person was like that she was attacked in her home and she was stabbed.
Hmm. Okay.
I was like, how? She said that one man came in, I don't know what they were dragging, like everything, like it happened so fast. All they know that they saw the man running out of his house, running out of her house. And when the neighbors went in to know what was happening, they found her dead.
Hello, people. It's your boy Skittle Comedy, aka Next Governor. Today we are in the studio to do what we know how to do best. Today matter get as it take no one be. This matter wear sneakers on top of waiting pass rain boot, tie wrapper on top of trouser, not tie, con use gele finish up on top of another gele. This is just to tell you how serious this very issue is. This matter, now this sister here, now she bring this matter to my table. Just like I promised you guys, there is no time to waste time. I would like us to meet her so that she will narrate the story to you guys exactly the same way she emailed it to me, that made me to invite her down to my studio. But before then, do not forget that the only way you can get through to me is by my email. Now, may we dive into the matter. We bring us come here this beautiful morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Please, how are you doing?
I'm not so good.
Sister, I understand that part of your story. Whoever that acted or committed such a crime you committed don't need to feel good. And it is because of the gravity of it all that is why I am hiding your identity. Please, I do not want to know your name, and I do not want to know the name of anybody that is involved in this very issue. But at the same time, I would want you to narrate this story to us once again. Why? Because behind you there is camera. We are recording this program and the world is watching. Sitting here with me is my seer, who by grace of God, he sees secrets and deep things, and he also knows when someone is telling lies. Be you who. So I appreciate if you narrate this your story to him. Let him look into it to know the advice and solution he has to give to you concerning this very issue you brought to our table. So please speak out as you gently narrate this your story to us. Thank you.
Okay, it all started a few years ago. I have a friend, a female friend. She's my ride or die because she knows everything about me. We do everything together. We school together. We've right from childhood we've been friends. But that's not the problem. The problem now is that I I came from a family that we are not too rich and we are not that poor. And because of that, there is this man after I grew of age to get married. There is this man that constantly comes around to my family, my mom and my dad. He would come around, he would help them, he would assist them financially and in every other aspect that he can support. So meanwhile, they've been discussing behind my back, that he has been discussing behind my back to my family without my knowledge. And I live in the city where I work, and I met this young man who is caring, loving. We both fell in love and we were in love. And one day introduce him to my parents that this is who I'm dating and this is the person I'm hoping to settle down with. But to my surprise, they kind of they didn't welcome him as I expected of them to. So when he left, they were like, who is he and what does he want with me? I told my family that this is his plans for me, or this is our plans that we want to get married in the nearest future. But their response shocked me. Like they told me that won't be that the whatever I have with him won't be possible, or whatever I'm planning with him will not work out. And I was curious to know what it was and why they said what they said. My father, being the head of the family, was like, have you forgotten so person, which I wouldn't want to mention his name for some reasons, and that he has interest in me, just that he doesn't know how to tell me, but they've been planning on how they will surprise me. I was like, surprise me how? Since when do you start choosing for your children who they should or shouldn't marry? My dad was like that. He has been here all along. He has been supporting. He has been doing this. He has been doing that. He has been coming around. He has been paying our bills and all that. And I asked my dad this question. I never asked you, or I never asked him to pay our bills. That I love the other person. I don't love him and I don't care about him. Like, yeah, it's true he's a family friend, but I don't have feelings of wanting to spend the rest of my life with him. My dad was like that his decisions is final and what he said is what I'm going to do. I tried everything possible to avoid that, but once your parents are against every odds of you getting married to a certain person, it's impossible to overcome it. So after everything, I had to let the other person know that see what my family has discussed and see their decisions and everything. It broke my heart because I am somebody who is a I kind of live a very simple life. I always want to do the things that my heart wants. And right now, I find myself, at that moment, I find myself in a situation whereby I can't do what I want. And it's really bothering me. Like, it bothered me for some months. Like, do you know, living with somebody you don't care about or you don't love as a life partner, it can affect you mentally. So, I had to go with them, with my parents' decisions, and we ended up getting married. But that wasn't the end of it all. Like, it's everyday new problem. The things he does doesn't align with my own kind of thinking. The things I do doesn't align with his own kind of thinking. Like, it's always complain. He's complaining about this, you can't do this, you can't do that. Same way to me. I complain about him. Because the mutual feeling is not there. So everything seems to be off about the marriage and everything. So, and that's where my friend comes in, my best friend. She comes around once in a while to cheer me up, to be with me. Like, she knows everything about me. And that's one of the greatest mistakes I've ever made. Trusting somebody that I think would have my back, even in a very difficult moment, because she used my difficulties, my polygamy, she used it against me. And that's what resulted to the situation I find myself in at this moment. And that's what has brought me here today.
Okay, I'm listening to you. So, what is this problem?
Okay, the problem now is that because of the complaints I get from my husband every single day, it's always if you don't make the right hair or you don't cook the right food or you don't wear the right clothes, like he complains literally it's everything I do in the house. I had to go back to my ex, the one that I so much loved, because I find comfort whenever I'm with him. I find peace whenever I'm with him. He understands me, understands my mood. He sees everything I do. Like he listens to me, which my husband doesn't do. He doesn't listen to me. He doesn't even care. He's all about go to work, come back, drop money. At times, what a woman need, yeah, money is good, but at times the feeling needs to be there. They said everything works in a relationship or marriage if understanding is there, but he doesn't understand me. And this my ex, he does. In as much as he doesn't have much to give, but Ali, he takes his time to listen, to know what I want, to know how I feel, to understand my mood and everything. And that's when I started having an affair outside my marriage. Like I had to go back with him because every time I'm with him, I find peace. I find homely. Like I see myself with somebody that I love, and that calms me down whenever. And that resulted to me having a child for him. Even though my husband thinks the child I have is for him, but deep down I know that child is for my ex, or rather my outside relationship. And my friend happens to know every single step of everything that has happened because I literally told her everything. She's
Okay.
always there with me. Like I trusted her to be a friend. I trusted her to keep my secrets, but she didn't. All because I couldn't do what she asked of me when she needed that help. Her mom was sick. Yes, I've always supported her in a little way that I can because my husband is financially okay. So I support her whenever I feel like I should. But there was this her mom was sick and she needed financial support. My husband traveled and I don't have enough. Even though I asked my husband for that money, was like, okay, that he's going to give me, but it's going to take a little bit of time before he send it to me. And before I knew what was happening, my friend called me that day and said that she has lost her mom and it's due to my lack of support, that she needed my help and I didn't help her. And because of that, she lost her mom. And for that she will never forgive me. I thought maybe it was out of grief that she said what she said. But after some days later, I got a message from her telling me that she's going to review every single secret I had to my husband. I was like, calm down, girl. It's you, like it's me, like it's your best friend. That is true. I'm sorry for the loss of your mom, but you shouldn't take that anger towards me. You shouldn't just use because of that and expose everything about me. She was like that. She has said what she said. That the next I'm going to be hearing from her will be her telling my husband of every single thing about me. I was like, well, calm down. That if not, that she's giving me two choices. It's either she tells my husband everything, or like keep giving her money to compensate her for keeping quiet. I was like, at first, I thought all like everything was a prank. Maybe she was just trying to get back at me. Not until the day I got a message saying she needed some amount of money, I should send her the money, or else that the next call I'm going to be getting will be from my husband accusing me or asking me to leave my matrimonial home. Luckily, I had that money that day. I sent her the money. 2 weeks later again, so like that she need money, that she wants to get this, she wants to get that, and she's stranded, that she need this money ASAP, like I should send it immediately. And that's how it started. She kept sorry,
Extorting money from me.
escorting money, yeah, sorry. She kept escorting money from me almost every 2 times in a week. 2 times in a week. Like keeps happening every single week, to a point that I got tired of it. Or like I told her that it's enough, that it's time for everything. In as much as my husband is okay, that's his. I don't have my own, like it's not like I'm working, I'm a housewife, and my husband happens to be the one taking care of everything. That there's a way I'll ask him for money, he might start suspecting. So that she doesn't care, it's either my marriage or the money. I said okay, fine, that she should give me some times, that I'll find something doing, that I will find a way to get the money for her. She said okay, that she's giving me like in the next 24 hours. If not, that the story will not be the same again. Okay, only from because my husband traveled at that period. My husband came back and I was with his phone as usual because I have access to his phone. Likewise, he has access to my phone. So a message dropped and it happens to be from my friend,
Okay.
my best friend. The content of the message is that I know something about your wife which you don't know, that I know all your wife's secrets, and there is something she's hiding from you. And if you are really interested to know about it, there is something that will really ruin your marriage. Like if you're really a man, that she put it in a way that if you know you are the man of the house, you need to see me, that I have something to share with you. that you don't know, that in fact nobody knows, just me and her. And I saw the message. I was like, has it really gotten to this? Somebody I trusted the most, somebody I would do anything for, simply because I couldn't help you when you needed the help, and you want to ruin my own life for that. So I picked up the phone, and after reading the message, I kind of sent the message to her. She was hoping that it was my husband that replied. I was like, okay, fine. That's this will be our meeting point. But before that, that I just came back for few documents. I'll be traveling back again. Now I'll be coming back maybe in the next 2 3 weeks or 1 month to come. And once I'm back, that we'll definitely meet. But anyways, that my wife usually check my phones, and I wouldn't want her to suspect anything. I'm going to read this message and I'm going to delete it. And after that, I will call you with another number that my wife doesn't know. She replied, okay, no problem. So after that, I pretended like nothing happened. I called her on the phone. I was like, I'm sorry, I was unable to get to the money you need, but that my husband is back, but he will still travel again. That once he travels, he's going to send me something. I was like, no problem. That I should take my time. She's not somebody that will just tell you take her time. I know her. The fact she said take my time, I knew that she was ready, that she was really ready to say everything to my husband. So my husband traveled. I registered a new SIM card and I tested her that okay, oh, I've already traveled. So whatever I want to say, she was like that she's not going to say it on the phone, that she would want to say it to me face to face, so that she will know, so that I would know, that so that my husband will know how serious the situation is. I said, okay, no problem. That just give me some time. When I'm back, I would do something. I'll come and see you right away. She said, okay. Then at that moment, I said to myself, I've kept this secret for years. It's something that I wouldn't want anyone to know. I wouldn't want to ruin my own marriage, and I wouldn't want someone else to ruin my marriage for that. So I made a plan with somebody. I found someone. The instruction was threatening her to stay away from me. That was what I told this man to do. Don't do anything aside that. Don't force her to do anything or say anything. Just let her understand that she cannot keep collecting money from me whenever she feels like. So after making these plans with this man, I gave him her address, told her days and times she's always at home, like when she's off from work and everything. So he said okay, that he would go and that he'll get back to me once the job is done. I said okay. 2 days later, I didn't hear from him. That's the day he was supposed to do the job. I called him and called him. He didn't pick his calls. He didn't reply my messages, nothing. 2 days later, I didn't hear from him. Then one day, I was shocked to hear from someone, from another friend who is close to my best friend, that she has passed on.
Hmm.
I was like, how? Then the person was like that she was attacked in her home and she was stabbed.
Hmm. Okay.
I was like, how? She said that one man came in. I don't know what they were dragging, like everything, like it happened so fast. All they know that they saw the man running out of his house, running out of her house. And when the neighbors went in to know what was happening, they found her lying in a pool of blood in her home. And that was when I understood that it must have been the man, because he's not picking my calls. After I heard the news, I had to call him again. He still did not pick my calls and everything. So I became scared because this was not what I wanted. I only sent him to go and threaten her not to take her life. So I don't know what happened between. I don't know what conspired against them, like between any of them. I don't know what she said to him to lead to the fact, to the point of him stabbing her or even costing her own life. Then after some weeks, like 2 3 weeks thereabouts, I got a call from the same man I sent saying that the job is done. I was like, what happened? Are you responsible for her death? It was like that it was a mistake. It was never that it was not supposed to happen, but she started dragging the knife we. I was like, the instruction was go and threaten her. I never asked you to go in there with a weapon or anything harmful. She was like that. You know how ladies are, that she started bragging and started making rants and started shouting and threatening that she's going to do this, she's going to do that. That in fact that before they had the incident, that she kind of told him everything about me, that he knows the whole story about me, that he knows how I had a child with another man even though I'm in a marriage. I was like, that was not the job. You're never meant to go there and ask questions. You're supposed to go there, threaten her, and then walk out of the house. Now that she's dead, so what do I do? He said that's none of his business. That what he cares is that whatever I'm paying her, I have to double it times 3. I said, in what sense? He said that he doesn't care. In whatever sense, I should find something that. And he's not even just making a demand like you pay in the next 2 days or 3 days. That he wants it now times 3 of whatever I'm paying her. That he knows everything. That he knows how much I'm giving her every 2 days or every 3 days, or the amounts I give to her whenever she asks for money. That whatever I'm paying her, that I have to pay him times 3. And again, that he knows the address of my ex, that he would go there and do the same thing he did to her. I was like, it hasn't gotten to that. I hired you to do a job and now you're turning against me. He said that's not all. That another thing is, I have 3 things to do. Okay, 2 things to do for him. I said, well, he said the money, and the same way I render services to my ex, in the same way he wants me to render services to him. I said,
like he wants to be
he
sleeping
wants
with
to
you.
be sleeping with me.
Okay.
At that moment, I knew that this thing has gotten out of hands. Like, it's no longer under my control, because I thought I had everything under my control. And ever since then, I've been getting threats and death notes that from him. Like, he keeps on threatening me that he's going to do this to my family. He's going to tell my husband everything. That if I don't act fast, that my ex is going to go after him. In fact, that son I have with my ex, that the best thing is to do away with his life and do whatever he wants to. Like, that child doesn't deserve to live. Like, he's not training me with so many things, and at the moment I don't know what to do, because one, I've lost a friend which was never part of the plan, and I keep getting threats from him every single day. I wake up to his message, his calls, and everything.
Okay, so what do you want us to do for you right now? Why are you here?
That's the problem. I'm here because I need help and solution. I don't know what I need to do. I don't know who. I can't even go back to my family, because after they forced me on getting married to my husband, I cut ties with them, because I told them I'm doing this. I'm not doing it because I'm happy, but I'm going to do this because people want it. And as for that, I stopped talking to my parents.
All right, you are here to seek for advice on what to
Solution, yes.
No problem. I heard your story, sister, and it is a very wrong one. Yes. People, you heard her story. I must tell you the gospel truth. You didn't get it right. Yes. You shouldn't be married and be seeing your ex to the extent of having a child for him. If you don't want to marry someone, don't marry someone. But if finally you get in with that person, stick to that person. Now look at what you brought upon yourself. You are running helter-skelter on how to get this thing solved, because people's lives are beginning to be involved. What you did was absolutely bad. Let's bring Sia into this very issue and hear what Sia has to say concerning this. Sia. ekenekwa gị nke ukwuu. Biko nwatakịrị nwaanyị anọ n'obi anyị si na ebutere ya n'obi anyị bụ maka ihe na-eme n'etiti ọnụnụ ndị ọ na-anụ. Ịnọzikwa n'ihe niile o kwuru gbanyere ya bụ ihe. Mwesị gị biko dododo na etufuru oge ọbụla ka ị nebagodo anya na ya bụ okwu ka ị gwa m ihe ị were ikwu gbanyere ya bụ ihe. Ekenekwa gị nke ukwuu. Okay, Sia wants to say something. Sia biko gaa n'iru ka ị gwa m ihe ị were ikwu n'okwu a. Ana m ege ntị.
Mma mbịa kwuo ogologo okwu gbasara okwu a na mma aga na ya bụ okwu ozugbo.
Sia said you do not need to talk long concerning this very issue, that he will hit it straight to the point. Sia gaa otu ahụ. Ana m ege ntị.
Ihe eje kwupụta ihe niile a bụ otu isi gwa anyị ya n'ebe di gị nọ yana n'ebe ndị ọ bụ ọrụ ha ichekwa obodo dịka ndị uwe ojii.
Sia said you have to go and confess this thing you said to us to your husband, as well as confessing it to the police. Yes. Sia, ana m anụ ihe ị na-ekwu.
Mala amalụ na ndụ ndị mmadụ abawa gị ya. Ịgbakwa nkịtị, ndụ ọtụtụ ndị ga-abakwa n'ime ya ma nke gụnwa.
Sia said you should know that people's life are now involved in this thing, and if you keep quiet, your own life might get involved as well. The more reason you should get the police involved to arrest this young man and let your husband know exactly what is happening. Sia, ana m anụkwa ihe ị na-ekwu.
Ama m na nnukwute ntaramahụhụ ga-esi ya maka na aka gị dị n'ime ya, mana ife nji agwalụ gị ya bụ na kịta bụ gboo maka ndụ ezinụlọ gị na ndụ gụnwa.
Sia said he know that there is a great consequences, a great punishment following this very thing, but he knows why he said you should go and confess this thing. If you really love your family, the life of your family and other people around you, you need to go and do just like he said. Sia, ana m anụkwa ihe ị na-ekwu.
Ya bụ na ị ga-achọ ụzọ ị ga-esi mee ya ngwa ngwa kwa maka na enwere ike tupu echi eruo oge amandezi ọgwụkọrọ m n'ọnụ.
Sia said you have to hasten up in doing this thing. That if you say let you wait for tomorrow, that by tomorrow it might turn to a different story entirely. So go to the police station. If he asks me, I will say go straight to the police station right now and report this case. If you want me to call the police and tell them that someone is coming to see them, I will do that for you so that you get a better attention when you get there. Then they might as well follow you to your husband to say these things out and find a way of arresting that very person you said you hired. That is the truth about this very issue. And at the same time, I would want you to be on the comment section. Like, I will post this program tomorrow, or there is no need. What Sia said is enough. Just move into action, because he said delay is dangerous. If you wait for me to post this program by tomorrow, it might turn to a different story. So please move into action immediately, and God will see you through. People, you heard the story. Without wasting anybody's time, I want you to go to the comment section. Tell us how you feel concerning this very issue. But as you are commenting, comment respectfully. And after that, I want you to support us. I want you to show us love. I want you to encourage us by liking and sharing this video as many times as you can. Make it go viral for the world to watch and learn, and above all, subscribe to stay updated. As you continue to follow Skit Law Comedy to stay updated, as you continue to be a loyal and faithful fan, may God bless you now and always. Amen. Now you've watched this program and you learned something from it. Please, we'll need your support. And the support we need from you is nothing but just to share this video. Make it go viral for the world to watch and learn. And as you do so, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'Eke, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'Orie, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'Afọ, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma na Nkwọ. Ise.